Hey, Jordan from Condo here. Let's go through some of the tallest towers coming to Toronto in the near future. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, wanted to kind of update on some of the new sites. So we'll work our way from the shortest of the tall buildings to the tallest here. And my usual disclaimer, guys, I do not speak for or represent the developers on any of these sites. I'm just showing you what's publicly available through the city planning database and through marketing materials. So first up here, we have Union Center at Front and Lower Simcoe. This is a really cool commercial proposal from Bjarke Ingels, West Bank, and Allied Properties. It's connected to Union Station via a skywalk that also connects to the path, and it has a really cool stepped sort of terrace design with green roofs. Naturally, this is from Bjarke, so it's obviously a really unique design, probably one of the most interesting office building proposals I've seen in the city of Toronto. And the total is just over 1.7 million square feet of commercial space. It is 54 stories, and that tops out at 298 meters tall, so just shy of that super tall status, 300 meters and up. Next up, we're heading over to Yonge and Gerrard for Concord Sky. So this is a building by, you guessed it, Concord, with just over 1,100 condo units in total. It has some office and some ground floor retail component to the building as well. And this was previously a Crestford building marketed as YSL that Concord took over and is completing the build on, and it is already well under construction. The estimated completion date on this one is 2026. Obviously, on the higher floors, you're going to have some insane, really nice views on this site. And Concord is proposing 95 stories for this site, but it's currently approved at 299 meters. But obviously, the site will get taller if they get those additional 10 floors. Now we're heading back to the harbor front for Sugar Wharf from Menkes. So this is another condo proposal back on the harbor front, just east of Yonge and Queens Quay. And this is Sugar Wharf Phase 2 specifically. So Phase 2 has 3 towers in total, the tallest of which has just over 1,000 condo units and is 90 stories tall. So this one comes up to 999 meters, again, just a hair below that 300 meter status there. Moving west here to the Rogers Center, we have Union Park. This is a proposal from Oxford Properties, and it has morphed and changed many times over the years. So it's right on the south side of Front Street to the east of Blue Jays Way, so literally right behind Rogers Center. And like I said, this proposal has morphed and changed over the years. So I mentioned in a previous video, it initially included a proposal for a casino. Sorry to say that won't be happening, but it's a really ambitious project nonetheless. It's a $3.5 billion project, office space, public space, and rental units as well. And you're going to have some retail component to the building as well. The tallest of the buildings is proposed at 58 stories and comes out to 303 meters tall. For reference here, we have the CN Tower, and the observation deck on the CN Tower is 343 meters. So keep that in mind as we head up the list. Now, ripping over to King and Simcoe, right across from the Roy Thompson Hall, you have one of the most anticipated condo buildings in the city of Toronto, the Frank Gehry designed Forma condos from Great Gulf and Dream Unlimited. Now, this building has a really interesting reflective cladding, kind of reminds me of the Frank Gehry's Arles building in France, so it should really stand out on our skyline, probably catch the sun in interesting ways. It's 2 buildings, 84 and 73 stories, with just over 2,000 condo units across both buildings. So obviously a very dense site, and you're looking at a completion date in 2028 or later. And as far as height, this building comes up to 308 meters. Now I have another video on my channel of this specific site if you want to know more about this one. And then right beside the Forma condo site, fronting on Simcoe, technically, actually, this building's fronting on King, but right at the corner of Simcoe and King, you have another super tall proposal. This one's 212 King from Dream Office REIT and Humboldt Properties. And it's 80 stories. It's an 80-story mixed-use building. So you're going to have a mix of both office space on the lower floors, and then on the higher floors, you're going to have rental units. And you also have retail spaces on the ground levels. And 212 King tops out just shy of 312 meters tall. Now, heading back to the waterfront for one of my favorite condo developments in the city, especially for condo developments that are selling right now. You have Sky Tower by Pinnacle, right at their One Yonge site. This is a 95-story hotel residence mix that has a direct connection to the path, so you can get to Union really easily and around the city, obviously. And it'll also have that hotel component, so the first 10 floors of the building will be a hotel. And of course, in this building and the higher floors, on the south side, you get amazing lake views, and on the north side, you have incredible skyline views as well. And it's selling right now. So like I said, you can get in this building for still around the just over the $1.1 million mark. It's already well under construction. Link in the description for more info for that. And this one comes up to 312 meters, making it the tallest currently approved and under construction residential building in all of Canada. Now we are shooting all the way up to Bay and Bloor, and you have the proposal for 1200 Bay from Cronenberg. This is a condo building with an office and retail component as well. And it'll definitely stand out because it's one of Toronto's only pencil towers, super tall pencil towers. So it's a really slim building. It'll stand out on the skyline for sure. It's just over 87 stories in total, but because obviously it's a very small, thin floor plate, you're looking at just over 300 units in total here. And it tops out at 326 meters, making it one of the tallest on our list. Now, guys, before we get to the tallest tower on the list, I just want to interject here and say, if you are looking at the pre-construction condo market and you want to talk to me about what's out there, what's on the market, and talk about your plans, you can go to precondo.ca/call, book a call with me, and we can talk shop. Now, moving on to the tallest tower. Now, technically, we have to kind of put an asterisk here because it's not approved at the height that I'm about to show you. It's actually approved a little bit shorter, but we'll get into that. So right at Yonge and Bloor, on the south side of Bloor and the west side of Yonge, you have The One by Mizrahi. Now this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, luxury condo building in Toronto. Currently, it is an incredible design. It has really unique architecture and it has amazing penthouses as well. I recently did a video on those penthouses, or at least one of those penthouses, so I'll cut to a quick clip of that now. Now, it's also a hotel residence mix, and it does have ground level retail as well. Like I said, we got to put a little asterisk here because it's currently approved for 85 stories and 308 meters. However, the developer is seeking additional floors from the city that would bring it up to 94 stories, which would make it 338 meters, effectively making it the new tallest residential tower in Canada. So we'll see if that gets approved. I'm hoping it does because honestly, we could use some more super talls in Toronto. And that is it for this video, guys. So if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And I would love to hear your comments below on what you think about these proposals. Catch you guys next video.